덴마크 오픈으로 국제대회 복귀를 시도한 건 안세영 선수는 한국 시간으로 15일 태국과 32강전을 치렀는데요. 여전한 안세영의 모습을 보여주었죠. 단 32분 만에 승리를 거두고 16강전에 진출했습니다. 32강전을 마치고 주최 측인 BWF 세계배드민턴 연맹과의 인터뷰에서 코트에 다시 서게 되어 10점 만점에 10점 만점입니다. 라는 소감을 남기기도 했는데요. 또한 긴장되기는 했지만 올림픽 우승 후 다시 돌아올 수 있어서 기쁩니다. 라고 전하기도 했습니다. 안세영 선수의 긴장감과 설렘이 고스란히 느껴지는 인터뷰였죠. 32강전에 이어 16강전의 상대는 더욱 만만치 않은 상대였습니다. 태국의 라차녹 인타논 선수로 한때 세계 랭킹 1위를 거머쥐었던 태국의 레전드 선수인데요. 더욱이 직전 대회였던 핀란드 오픈에서 준우승을 차지했을 정도로 상승세입니다. 두 선수가 어떤 흥미진진한 경기를 펼쳤을지 안세영 선수의 덴마크 오픈 16강전 함께 확인해 보겠습니다.
Ratchanok to get us going here.
One love.
Oh, she. So, she said she was nervous but happy to be back after winning the Olympics and trying to adjust to the conditions, reading the drill.
The negative of that can be when players are playing 30, 35 tournaments a year because you need training.
Yeah.
How fixed is it, or what condition is it actually in? This is a question no one knows but her. She's still obviously got the big strapping on.
It's about a year ago when that all kicked off at the Asian Games. And then there was real danger. She wasn't even going to be at the Olympics, and then was she going to do well? In the end, she did it all. And she did. She had a lot of time off in Paris, but she needed time to recover from her injury, which she says, by the way, is not 100% there yet.
I think it's difficult, but she had the Olympics, the big be-all and end-all, and it's that fine line of doing the right thing, but also playing enough tournaments and getting yourself in the position that you're feeling comfortable with your playing ability.
Service over.
Player, very calm, composed, moves the shuttle around well, fantastic defence. Brilliant.
Service over.
Nancy Young plays a player of a high calibre as Ratchanok is. She can sometimes start just a little bit slow.
Service over.
And so Young got to a final in 21. Missed out last year because of that injury.
Brilliant.
Ratchanok has 1 year before, in 2017.
Brilliant from Ratchanok. That's from her.
Yeah.
She's one of the older players of those four, and they've all come through from seeing her success, and almost she's an inspiration over there of what she's achieved.
Absolutely.
She was one of the players that transformed badminton, inspired by her. And this is, it's amazing when you hear these things, and all the top players around the world. I'm sure Ansei Young is going to inspire the next generation of ladies singles players from. Absolutely exceptional. Just have a go at badminton. You never know what you could become from it. If you enjoy playing it, as Ratchanok obviously did, and she obviously excelled, it created a phenomenal player. But there's so many other players out there that started in different ways that.
3 points now. She's just chipping away at that lead. And so Young.
Pushed it wide.
Service over. Service over.
So last year, and she was going through the paces. right to left, you think?
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to make it sound like the drift is so extreme that you know it's too difficult for the players. They're all of a high enough caliber. We're talking about two of the very best ladies singles players here, and they're fine with, well, not fine, but they can handle the drift. It's not, I wouldn't say it's affecting them to an extreme degree. The most integral part when there's a drift is you have to adapt your tactics. You have to play a different style. You have to be ready for something that maybe your opponent does differently or you do differently. And that's when you are below the tape, as in the white bit of the net. That's the hardest bit.
Oh. Oh. Oh, I thought.
Relaxed does she feel out on court is the question I'm not sure of. You know, how she said she's obviously really happy to be back playing, and I get that. You know, she's a fantastic. Just see a little bit hesitant here today.
Oh, that's.
Brilliant. You know, last kind of monster game, 23-21 in the final game.
Couple of points in a row there for Ant.
13.
She did assist it, but I got to spend time with my family and friends and do the things I like. Like having Korean barbecue.
The 35 tournaments a year, which is pretty much non-stop. You don't get to see your family, your friends. You don't get to do normal things because it is relentless. But that's the commitment you make as a professional athlete. Brilliant, absolutely. Great pickup. Yeah, that's just too good. And Seung.
Service over.
Allowed to do
Service over.
blisters.
그간의 경기 스타일로 봤을 때 안세영 선수는 살짝 몸이 서서히 풀리는 스타일임을 알 수 있는데요. 이번 경기도 마찬가지였습니다. 초반 1대6으로 점수차가 벌어져 시작했습니다. 하지만 안세영 선수가 서서히 추격하기 시작했지만 초반 벌어진 점수를 따라 잡기는 역부족이었습니다. 결국 17대21로 1세트 먼저 내주고 말았습니다.
She is playing a player who's in form, Ratchanok, and a player who's got so much experience.
Right.
Service over.
It's going to be interesting to see what we
The start of this year, that was the last match that they played at the India Open. Ratchanok won the first game 21-16, and then Anseong won the next two. 21-13, 21-16. And then gone to 3 games. And both times, Ratchanok had won the first game.
move, twist, turn, stretch. Not the most attacking of players.
No.
Number one for so long. has almost changed the game slightly as a player of her age, you know, showing she can pretty much complete badminton at 22 years old. And now some of the media are expected to win every single
That's the default setting.
Yeah. It's a lot of things that she had concerns over quiet for so long, and then only after the Olympics she could maybe allow herself to express her opinion on a few things. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Reducing the pace of the game, action of pace from either player. Brilliant shot. I think she's only 29.
Yeah.
So she seems older only because she achieved so much success at such a young age.
17, I think she was world champion.
The thing is, I mean, retire earlier because they achieved that at a younger age. Some players will play. Good example of that is Anders Rasmussen in the men's doubles. He's achieved the phenomenal success that him and Kim have slightly later, so he's, you know, managing to play for a longer duration.
Right.
I'd say one total exception. So he is an icon for many. Defies all rules.
Doesn't have any high targets. She says she's going to try 2 more years and then aim for the Asian Games in Nagoya, Japan. Wants to keep healthy and not put pressure on herself anymore. Wants to smile in every situation.
It's the big thing, you know, it's the easiest thing part for a coach. A coach has to find a way of trying to work with the player to make sure the players are happy and comfortable and enjoying what they're doing. You don't want them to go into training with a, you know, a frown or a disappointing negative to wipe out extra pressure. She's achieved so much. You know, she's a phenomenal player. These however many years she's going to play for, if she can do her best to just enjoy it and enjoy the whole experience, she will play well, like she did last week, the Arctic Open.
Yeah. So it is Ratchet. A couple months. You've had a lot of scrutiny around you. You've had an injury which you're not 100%. There's a lot of things not in her favour at the moment.
Yeah, and this is the thing in reality, when you add all that up, how on earth are you supposed to play to your highest level? You're not going to, and I think it's hard to not notice and not mention. There's obviously a disconnection between her and her coaches. When we're seeing the intervals, there's not a team, as it were.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I definitely wouldn't say it's happened yet. Now,
No.
full credit as well to Ratchet.
Exactly.
Except for it is going to be enough to possibly sneak this second game, but you can never write off a 22-year-old who's pretty much completed badminton.
Service is over.
Well, it was 1-all. Gets happy low and then all the moment.
Absolutely brilliant.
Wow,
great spin there. And if you're on a run or the momentum, and it's trying to manage it as best you can. I'm pretty sure you could speak to almost every player on tour right now, and
they would delay it.
There'll be a lot. There'll be a lot that, in a perfect 6 months, 3 months, whatever it is, a year, however long it could be to recover. Wow.
Oh, that's great.
The player everyone knows she can play like. Oh my goodness. To make it maybe one.
Maybe one out.
Maybe.
Just feel like things are going with her right now, Ratchanok.
No way.
And she's opened up a 3-point. Yeah, this one is, I'm afraid for her, going to be very much dissected.
She's under, you know, triple the pressure she's normally under, I feel. She's under a lot normally, being obviously she was world #1 for so long.
She's level again.
7.
Please welcome the technical officials, board number 3.
Attack. Really short serve there from Ratchanok.
Board number 3, mixed doubles. From Denmark,
Well wide. Well, all of a sudden, she's back in front. Oof. Two game points, Hansia.
I don't know, Ratchanok, it's not that she's capitulated, but I do feel just quite a few unforced errors in these last 5. Yeah, again.
Yeah, there you go.
It felt like
1세트를 다소 어렵게 푼 안세영 선수였습니다. 2세트에서도 좀처럼 나오지 않는 네트 앞 범실이 나오면서 고전하는 모습이었습니다. 18대 18까지 초접전을 벌였는데요. 하지만 막판 엄청난 집중력을 선보이며 안세영 선수가 21대 18로 승리했습니다.
Level. Play.
She's dragged herself back into this, Young. In the last game, we've seen most of the players having to really try and change things up. Young will be on the so-called preferred end by the end of this match.
4th gear, but she's kind of stuck in 3rd or 4th gear. Whereas Ratchanok at times has looked really good, but then at times I feel like that, just... Okay, that's good play then, well. But if Ratchanok pushes it too much and tries too hard to win the point and then gifts her points, just obviously makes it even easier for Young. Good attack there.
Young lost to 23-25, but it was 16-5 in the 3rd when she had to give up.
Point, it was almost like she could see the light at the end of the tunnel and tried to grab it too early.
Young has really picked things up. Be like the Thai National Championships for 3 Thai players in a row.
Yeah, and this is the thing with Thailand ladies singles now, they're so strong.
She's on a roll. Oof.
Exceptional there from.
She's won 3 of the last 4 points. Yeah, it's going her way at the moment.
Oh, brilliant.
We've seen. It's out.
It's controlling when she has this opportunity, but in regards to, I feel like the game's up to her in regards. Yes, she has some exceptional prowess, power, you know, control, skill, touch. But at times, I think she just overdoes it, and she gifts An Se-young a cheaper point.
Sails over. The lead is up to 5 now.
She's inspired the next generation. Now, it's not just obviously just her, it's everything that's been done in Thailand, but she's inspired the ladies singles generation to come through. And
I think countries like Japan, China, at the moment overshadowed by Thailand.
you have to remember these.
And as well,
yeah, and it gets more and more exciting each week almost.
Count how many times that's happened today and yesterday.
Away to her opponent.
Service over.
Perfect. This is the prowess that Ratchanok does have. She just struggled to be able to use it in this third game.
Difficult, yeah, as Chris mentioned.
Something, and
Absolutely.
and it normally comes with experience, but she's 22.
At the end of this, An Se-young. There you go. An Se-young with the win in the end. Quite comfortable.
역시 파이널에 강한 안세영 선수였습니다. 반면 좋은 공격으로 경기를 잘 이끌어오던 태국 선수는 체력적으로 고비를 맞을 수밖에 없었습니다. 몸이 완전히 풀려버린 안세영 선수를 3세트에서 상대하기란 쉽지 않았는데요. 침착하게 경기를 풀어간 안세영 선수가 초반부터 리드를 잡았습니다. 안세영 선수가 결국 21대 14로 승리하면서 다음 라운드에 진출했습니다. 다른 어느 때보다 자신을 보는 눈이 더 많다는 것을 알기에 부담되는 경기일 수밖에 없었습니다. 부담감에도 끝까지 경기를 잘 풀어낸 안세영 선수가 위기에 강하다는 것을 다시 한번 확인시켜 주었습니다. 안세영 선수의 선전을 계속해서 응원합니다.
영상을 끝까지 시청해주셔서 감사합니다. 구독과 좋아요는 영상 제작에 큰 힘이 됩니다.